Hello, friends. Well, 6 radiation treatments are in and done for my partner, and the doctors report the basal cell is shrinking a bit. They told us that in the early treatments, the change wouldn't be noticeable. There'll be 35 treatments all told. There's very little pain or discomfort with the treatment, so far so good. My friend Jorja Fleezanis just passed, and the loss is a great one. I knew her for a long time in the San Francisco Symphony, and she was an exemplary member, solid player, serious student of high-level violin performance. She especially loved tackling new, complicated, technically difficult music. She'd woodshed parts always to a high level. She was passionate about life and especially music. I remember once we were on tour on the East Coast and she was trying out new violins, and I remember Ado was listening in the empty hall, and she was trying. She had several violins, and she was just so into it and trying. And she finally did find one that she really liked, and everyone agreed. And I was one of those listening, and she was playing so hard, really getting into it. During her time in San Francisco, she was also violinist of the Fog Trio, along with Michael Grabanier and Garrick Olson. F-O-G, fog. And of course, we get a lot of fog in San Francisco, so that's why it's a great idea. And this piano trio they were very popular for many years here in the Bay Area. When Jorja was doing the San Francisco premiere, I remember, of a difficult Ives violin piano sonata with Olson. It was at a chamber music venue called the Galleria. And she told me about the rehearsal. She said it was a grueling piece and needed so many rehearsals. She said she did over 50 rehearsals for the piece. She was a perfectionist. I guess Garrick Olson must have been also. After her San Francisco Symphony time, she became concertmaster of the Minnesota Orchestra, held that position for 20 years until 2009. During that time, she played the premieres of 2 violin concerti written for her, including one by Adams. So John Adam, I think his last name Adam, John Adam. Very, very fine composer. I played a number of his works while with the symphony. Her husband, Michael Steinberg, the music critic, passed away that year. So I wonder maybe that had something to do with her leaving the job in Minnesota. I don't know. It's always a shock to me when my colleagues and friends pass on, a reminder of all of us being mortal. But Jorja was a special person, special musician, and not a person to be easily forgotten.